And it just seems like a pair of absolute weapons-grade narcissists.
What he's alleging is true. She sounds like an absolute nightmare.
This woman, this mad hatter who no sane man would go near with a 10-foot barge pole, it is so offensive and so ridiculous.
Blake Lively is not sleeping tonight because Piers Morgan just lit her whole public image on fire. And not with some mild shade. No, this was a full-blown demolition of her squeaky clean, Pinterest-perfect persona. He straight up called her out for being a PR-driven, manipulative force hiding behind that soft smile and Instagram filters. And let's be real, we've all had our suspicions, but the way Piers dragged her on live television, it was like watching a house of lies collapse brick by brick. He didn't just say she went too far, he said she bulldozed past every moral limit with straight up hypocrisy after what she did to Justin Baldoni.
Tried to take over and hijack the movie, and when she didn't get her way, she brought her much richer, more successful and powerful husband in to lay down the law.
And now, she's pulling out the poor me act. Crying victim, playing innocent, but come on, we all see through it. Her acting might have worked in rom-coms, but in real life, not buying it.
Juries don't like liars. Trials are about credibility.
Morgan didn't hold back for a second. He went right in, pointing out that Blake and Ryan, yes, everyone's favorite quirky couple, aren't just curated. They are a psychological warfare machine. Behind the birthday posts, the witty banter, the couple goals hashtags, smoke and mirrors. Piers called it a PR hallucination. Not just fake, delusional. As in nothing you see is even remotely real.
Baldoni, by the sounds of things, got completely shafted in this one. So if all of this is true, he's 100% justified in suing her.
And then receipts. Oh yes, he brought them. According to Morgan, every single one of those so-called funny exchanges between Blake and Ryan, written by comedy writers. PAG comedy writers, yep, those viral birthday captions, scripted. Even the ones where she crops him out of a photo, strategically crafted.
Which they don't even realize. I truly don't think they realize how reviled they are. I don't think they realize they're losing.
And it doesn't stop there. Morgan Raid quotes from former staffers saying you literally couldn't even mention what cereal they eat without legal clearance. That's how locked down and artificial their image is. You're pouring Cheerios and someone's getting hit with a cease and desist? This is not a vibe.
If they did something that no litigious celebrity has ever done, which is come out and be like, we made a mistake. Suing someone is a nightmare. It's stressful, it's expensive, it's a life ruiner. And you know what, dude? Even if we're right, it's not worth it.
And it gets even messier. Piers confessed that at first he actually felt bad for Blake during the whole Justin Baldoni lawsuit mess. But then, he read the text, all of them, and after that, he branded Blake and Ryan as weapons-grade manipulators. And let's be honest, if even half of what he's saying is true, then Blake isn't just messy, she's a PR monster. Morgan made it crystal clear, these weren't innocent messages between interns or assistants. These were texts from Blake and Ryan themselves, micromanaging every word, every image, every emoji.
It seems insurmountable. It seems like this case cannot be settled.
So what does Blake do when the facade starts to crack? She panic runs to a Connecticut donut shop. Hair down, no makeup, playing the sweet hometown girl like she's auditioning for a Hallmark movie. And just like that, we get the now infamous donut debacle.
She actually surprised people just at a random bakery. When she went behind the counter at a Connecticut donut shop, she was really in a happy mood. The actress made a stop at the pastry stop on March 30th amidst her ongoing battle. Now, it's just really weird about it.
She was behind the counter, posing with donuts like she was born to glaze, but guess what? Homegirl wasn't wearing a hairnet. And that's not just a faux pas, it's a full-on health code violation. We're talking FDA level serious. It got so bad the Wilton Health Department received actual complaints. Apparently being famous doesn't mean you get to sprinkle hair into pastries. Who knew?
Blake Lively is getting desperate in new legal filings along with her hair care line.
And the fallout? Brutal. Yelp had to disable the shop's page because of how many negative reviews came flooding in. But Blake's team, they tried to spin it, claimed it was a targeted attack by people who never even visited the shop. Please, the only people being attacked were the ones accidentally eating Lively locks.
Because I don't trust you, Blake. I do not trust you. You have lied too much. You have fudged truths. You are trying to hide so much information that you are like your character in a simple favor, and I cannot see it.
Blake tried to spin the whole thing as a wholesome local business collab, but let's be real, this was a desperate, calculated PR move to distract from the lawsuit headline, and it exploded in her face. She thought it'd be soft and sweet, but she ended up getting deep fried by health inspectors. And
She was trying to take charge of a situation. You could put the period there. She was not
you could view it with either lens, I think.
just when you thought the contradictions couldn't get worse, enter the Henry Golding situation. Blake Lively, in a 2018 interview, bragged about groping Henry during filming. No warning, no script, just went for it. Imagine if the roles were reversed. That man's career would be over.
Not Blake Lively confessing to grabbing her co-star's nuts because she felt like that's just what her character would do.
Wait, so am I blaming my husband? Right, am I saying something like her?
Right. One of my favorite additions that you came up with.
And what did the director do? He didn't say, hey, maybe don't grab people on camera without consent. Nope. He told her to go harder. What even is this industry?
You kept going, you do it harder.
Yeah, and that was my tip of the hat to Baby Jane Hudson.
Yes. Oh.
Spinning on the beach at the end.
Oh, it's so great.
And now this same Blake is suing Justin Baldoni over improvising scenes. So when she does it, it's art. When he does it, it's a lawsuit. The hypocrisy is thicker than her donut glaze.
There's also an old interview that has resurfaced that is causing a lot of people to call her a hypocrite now.
Henry Golding was a class act. He didn't make a scene. He gave polished, diplomatic interviews, but we all saw the footage. The awkwardness, his discomfort, Blake's smirk. It wasn't acting, it was about power, about control.
Blake Lively was spotted this weekend in her happy place, which apparently is also when she grabs her co-stars without permission.
Piers Morgan exposes Blake.
Piers Morgan laid it all bare. He exposed Blake and Ryan as frauds, posing as the most relatable couple on the internet while running what might be the most insane manipulative PR machine Hollywood has ever seen. From health violations to courtrooms, donut shops to Instagram feeds, it's all been one giant illusion.
Yeah, you really went for it.
That's always awkward. You're like, hey, hi, nice to meet you. Can I grab her nuts?
But really hard.
It's not because I want to, because I feel like she would.
Remember we kept going like, you kept going.
Morgan didn't just call her out, he destroyed the entire fairy tale. He dragged out the Green Lantern timeline lie, the innocent origin story with Ryan Reynolds that's actually full of cracks, contradictions, and cover-ups. Let's talk about the infamous Green Lantern lie.
And then she has the audacity to call her husband and Taylor Swift had dragons, and that Justin Baldoni and the producer tried to sexually harass.
Blake and Ryan's relationship timeline? Total fiction. They claimed they started dating after Ryan's divorce from Scarlett, but Piers brought the receipts. Filming wrapped in August 2010, Ryan's divorce wasn't until December. That's a 4-month overlap. And word from the crew, they weren't just flirty, they were glowing. The kind of glow that comes from sneaking around, not just acting. It gets worse. A July 2010 text from Blake read, I can't stop thinking about him. We have to be careful. Yeah, not exactly innocent. Then Blake's team went full cover-up.
Ryan Reynolds realizes he's too big to fail. He just crushes his enemies and drinks their blood. Oh, we gotta talk about this.
Paying to remove wrap party photos, legal threats, hush deals, digital erasure. That's not a relationship, it's a PR crisis with benefit. And she doesn't stop there. When scandals hit, she weaponizes her kids. That Betty Buzz backlash? She distracted with a cute story about her daughter calling sparkling water spicy water. The result? Internet forgot the controversy overnight. Manipulation 101. And during Ryan's COVID filming scandal, another cute daughter moment magically appeared online. Even their nanny exposed it, saying they cataloged their kids' quotes for PR emergencies. But the messiest chapter? It ends with us. Blake didn't just act in the film, she tried to hijack it. She demanded wardrobe control.
If they find that she just was dishonest and lied on one single point of evidence in this case, in her testimony, the jury instruction says that they are allowed to discount her entire testimony.
Dictated edits and shut out director Justin Baldoni from his own movie. She held secret meetings, refused to attend set if he was around, and even told producers she knew what audiences wanted better than he did. Meanwhile, Ryan, who wasn't even involved, allegedly started calling studios, planting doubts about Justin's directing. And then a major Baldoni project mysteriously lost funding. Right after Ryan's unrelated Paramount meeting. Coincidence? Ryan even allegedly texted Blake, Marcus will be watching dailies more closely. This Justin problem will sort itself out. The arrogance, the entitlement. They didn't stop until they rewrote the whole story, deleted compliments, scrubbed praise, shifted the narrative from visionary director to creative conflict. PR manipulation at its peak. Even their influencer dinner parties were part of the game. Producers admitted anyone who worked with Justin suddenly stopped getting calls. And when that didn't work, Blake cried feminist victim, flipping the script one last time. But let's be real, she's not the victim. She's the one holding the puppet strings. And now, the act is over, the mask has slipped, and Blake's fairy tale, it's turning into a cautionary tale.